There we go. There you go, Julie. You should have a chart now. All righty. It's Monday morning, and it is October 20th, 2025. Hey, who's going trick-or-treating? Everybody? Somebody? Remember the days that we used to go trick-or-treating in pillowcases? I'm going with a couple of grandkids, and I don't think their parents have introduced them to pillowcases yet. So I will introduce them to pillowcases. If you're going to get some candy, get some candy. Bring two. All righty. Hey, the SPY here. Where's my mouse? There it is. Hey, the SPY here is looking pretty good. Friday we closed up over the T-line and the trend indicator, and today it looks like we're even doing better than the close yesterday. So maybe we're on our way right back up here. The chart, let me get my pen. Man, everything's kind of wacko this morning. Let me get my pen here. We most definitely have a low, most definitely have a high. You can see the higher low. What we need to come up and do is take out that high right there, and then that might set us up to really move up and take out that orange line, then run up to that green line, because that will put us into some all-time new highs, and the SPY will be clearly on its way. The big key will be to take out that orange line up here. That's going to be number one. If we cannot do that, maybe we stay above the lower line, but everything inside is just going to be chopped, going to be very hard to trade, just difficult. Some people will rock in it, and some people will not. So how to tell if you are one of these that will or that won't? Just look at your how you traded the last 4 or 5 days. That'll tell you everything. Nothing's going to change, okay? It doesn't change overnight. So if you traded crappy back here for the last 3 or 4 days, if you tried to trade forward in this mess, well, you're going to trade crappy too. So at least you know what to expect. What else do we have? Let's go look at SMH. SMH, there you go. SMH is right there at the edge of breaking out. That's extremely bullish for the market. That could just totally save the day for the market and push us right out of here. The transports, IYT, they're not dying, but they're not doing anything. On a positive note, they have a pretty good chart pattern here coming up, moving sideways right now. So maybe they're trying to put together something to move higher. And if they do get higher and we break out of some of these highs over here, then we could see some higher moves. That would be fantastic, absolutely fantastic for the market if we could get both transports and SMH going in a bullish direction. Hey, Carmen, your house is the scariest in the neighborhood. That stuff scares me. Hey, there's some people that really, really do it up, and it is incredible. It really, really is. What else do we have here? Let's come down here, look at our, my mouse is all. I may have to reboot before the market opens up. So let's run over here to the 10-minute, just because it's really, there we go. 10-minute is down on VXX. That's great. So that might be very good for the bulls. This does not, T20, 21, 23 does not read anything pre-market. So this is how we closed. But with VIX down, this could pop up. If this pops up, that could push us into maybe turning the hourly chart into something bullish, because you can see it remains to the bearish side. So we get all these things working together, and then I think most everybody makes money in the market. Most everybody. Let's go back to this right here. I want to thank everybody. Last night over in Discord, we had a little post-fest. A big thank you to Sonny. Sonny's posted. Have you guys seen these trade plans that Sonny has put out? I mean, if you haven't, you really need to go over to Discord or go over to our Facebook page and take a look at these things. it's remarkable. It truly is remarkable. So you really got to take a peek at them, okay? All the charts that we're going to talk about today, and I doubt I'll get through them all, is provided by myself, provided from Bob, provided by Sonny. Yeah, I think that's it. Sorry if I missed somebody. So, if these are all, everybody put together a little bit of a watch list, posted in social media in either our Facebook or the Discord. Man, my mouse is something is wacko. So when I'm finished here, I'm going to have to do some rebooting on my computer, see if I can straighten it out. Anyway, take a look at CLSK here. Nice little rally up. Look at that pullback. We're looking for it to move higher, right? I mean, what a nice chart. Absolutely beautiful. If we were to take, this is one that was shared. That's why there's not targets on it. I can put targets on it real quick if this doesn't take too long to do this. I'm sorry about this. My mouse is just, I can't control it. It's being stubborn. Wow. There we go. So there's some targets up there. There's the 50% bounce back area, rebound area right there. That to me looks like that's going to be a slam dunk. And then the next line up is the 61.8, and that is a very common target right there on that chart. Take a look at this chart. I found this chart last night. PGEN. This is one that I got to tell you is looking pretty darn good. Now, I know this is a biotech. A lot of people don't trade biotech, and that's fine. That's all right. For those that don't mind, you're looking at the chart. To me, this has got some potential of like 40-45%, and then maybe up here around to that 80% mark. So this could be one of those amazing charts. AI, I put that out there. I'm still holding my AI, and if it starts to move up here, there's a good chance that I add to AI. So far, it's looking good this morning. Anything above Friday's candles looking good to me. Anything below would be looking bad to me. Another one is Love. Take a look at Love. Love is setting up quite nice here. We've got this big pop to the upside, nice sideways. This is a pop out of the box. Pop out of the box, for those that don't know, is just simply tight, moving sideways and a tight range, and that's what we've got going on here. Next target up is at 61.8. This is the 50% retracement. It's already made it there. So next target here, and then right up here to the 75 target, up here around that $35 mark, I guess. Yeah, but Love is looking really pretty. Nice little base that it's built in here. The thing about trading is once you jump into a trade, well, first of all, you have to have the plan for a trade, and a plan doesn't have to be too tough. I mean, how tough is it to? We find the charts for you, right? I mean, I'd be glad to find the charts for you. So, you see the chart. You put in your stop. It'll take me longer with this stupid mouse today than it will anything. You put in this stop right there. Targets are already there. All you've got to do is manage that price and take profits, dump them into your pot, and before you know it, you're going to have to go to the store and buy a bigger pot, and that's a good thing. So pretty simple. Okay, I want to talk about PFE for a second. I'm going to be buying PFE. I'll share that right now with you. I'm going to be buying PFE, and I'm going to be buying fairly long out on PFE, and I'm going to hold PFE for, I'll say for a fairly long time. Let it do its thing. Give it plenty time to do its thing. Now, if something crazy was to happen, well, then I'd get out of it. But right now, my plan is to buy it and sit on it. It's not necessarily to trade it, okay? So unless it does something crazy. You know, if it was to absolutely tank, I'll get out of it. If for some reason it makes its way up here to $30 in 2 days, yeah, I'll get out of it, okay? But outside of that, I plan on buying PFE, and I plan on sitting on it for a while. ANNB, is that it? Nope. ANNB. ANNB. It's right there. AB. Rick. ABNB. There we go. ABNB. Coming off the bottom, we've got a little sort of kind of morning star setting in here, and then it pops up. Another one of those pop out of the box setups. It's not quite a rounded bottom breakout, but the mechanics are there, acting really good. Here's the 50% snapback line right here, and that's what it's heading to. It's coming off that bottom, heading back to that 50% line, where looking forward on this chart, until it doesn't, this is where it's headed to. This is where it's going to stop, regroup for a little bit, and then it's going to head right up here to about 138, 140. Here is a lottery ticket for everybody. There's a lottery ticket for you. I might buy this just because I want a lottery ticket. And what I mean by that is this thing has got, look at that upside potential there. So I'm just going to go right to there. And that is 200%, not 190%, something like that. And that is just huge, taking $1.83 going up to $5.56 up here. So I'll be treating this kind of like a lottery ticket. I'll buy stock. I think I'm going to sit on it, and we'll just see if it can roll right up there. You know, at some point, you have to trade it. You have to manage it. You have to maintain it. Taking profits if you need to, or getting out if it goes the wrong direction. But this right here could very much be a lottery ticket for somebody. Could be a big winner. How about some wolf? Wolf. Open that up. Oops. Oh, come on. Let's get this. There we go. Now bring that down. There we go. Wolf is setting up a very typical chart. The trend indicator is up. T-line, price is above the T-line. The T-line is above the trend indicator. Everything is working. You got little green balls right there. We've got a nice little run up. Here's a nice little pullback. This is a test of that 50% retracement area. And now we're going to go do it again. Here's the question, though. Are we going to break out this time? And I always think the second or third time is more likely than the first time. Because the first time we get up there, that's a resistance line. So it gets up there, it gets punched in the face a little bit. It says, okay, no problem. It pulls back, it brings in new money. New money now pushes it up. So Wolf is one to keep on that watch list. UU. This is another one. There we go. UU. Another one to keep an eye on. We little bitty belt hold Friday, and now we're back over the T-line here. It's just, watch that price move up. If it does and you're in it, you're making money. If it starts to fail, you've made a plan. You know where your stop is. Just get out of it. Don't let those stops go nuts, okay? Let those stops work for you. Don't let price get away from you. I believe everybody can make money in the stock market looking at charts and trading candlesticks. I truly do. It's the easiest thing in the world. One of the hardest things, there's several hard things, but one of them is letting go of small losers. Small losers are okay to let go of, but when they're small, there's always hope. There's never hope in trading, okay? Hope doesn't work. Hope just does not work. So when they're small, get rid of them. Yeah, we always say, well, when's a $100 loss good? When you finally take the $500 loss, that $100 loss just might have been the best trade of the day. And I don't care how many other trades you made $1,000 on. That one right there was the best trade of the day. So we've all been there. We've all been there. WRD. I think this is maybe looking pretty good here. WRD. Yeah, keep an eye on WRD. If it starts to move, what I'm looking for is, it has to come up. It has to prove itself. Then we've got a nice move up into that green area. I'm not going to try to mess with it. Right up here, okay? CIFR. CIFR trying to move up here. Another one, these are just PBOs. PBO is a pullback opportunity, a stock that's in a trend and that pulls back and gives you opportunity. That's what a PBO is, and this is the perfect PBO opportunity here. PBO, okay? Hey, Coach, you got one there, ABAT. Look at ABAT. ABAT's trying to come up. So here we've got this big, say, I don't think that's on my list. I don't think ABAT. We've got this big move to the upside, and nothing goes up forever. So this is when it pulls back. This could be opportunity. We just need to watch for the right time. The right time could very well be today, and then we'll play that to the upside and make some money. Thanks, Coach. Let me flag that over there. Thank you. Looks like JW, you got a list there. Thank you very much. Good son, looking at TAC. Look at TAC. Nice trending chart. Let me come over here. Yep. Nice trending chart. You've got the daily setup, price T-line trend indicator. The weekly is set up, price T-line trend indicator. Everything's working. So you just simply trade the minor little PBOs. Beautiful chart. Absolutely beautiful. Last week, I seriously, accidentally, if you were here, you saw it. I thought I was buying something else. Forget what it was. But I had CRWV queued up on TastyTrade, and I just went and bought it. Thought I was buying something else. So I bought CRWV by mistake. So far, it's looking pretty good. I'll keep an eye on it. We'll see what happens there. Walmart, I bought that Friday, and that seems like it's doing pretty good here. Cisco still looking good. This one, yeah. Hey T, you're looking at SLV. Yeah. Let me get that flag. There you go. Nice trend. Once again, the trend in the daily is there. The trend in the weekly is there. Nice bullish trend. A nice, easy little profit-taking pullback. Bulls are buying the dip. Let's just see if they don't run that up just, one more time. We just need one more time, and then one more time, then one more time. Yeah. I want to check, no, not that one. Never mind. Forget that one. Take a look at Gilead. Look at Gilead here. Nice inside day on Gilead. Gilead's headed to 130 if you ask me. And then I think Gilead, we've got another, well, I could put another target in there. Gilead headed to 130, then maybe that 140 area right in there. Gilead is one to keep an eye on. Okay. EOSE. Thank you, Julie. EOSE. Another one of those, excuse me, where the daily price T-line trend indicator, weekly price T-line trend indicator is working. Everything is working there. 3-8 trap is working there. Easy trade to trade. Targets around that 2022 area up there. Looks great. ATAI. Nice inside day. I love that, actually. Let's flag that one. Hey, I want to throw this out there. I hate to be that guy, but nevertheless, I'm going to be that guy. Earnings, okay? Let's be very, very careful of earnings, and let's be helpful to each other on earnings. If you hear of somebody about to buy something, shout out, hey, it has earnings, so they can make a better decision, or just confirm their decision. Maybe some people don't care, but we need to be careful of earnings. That can bite you. SRPK, PT, there we go, SRPT. That is a pretty chart. That's a rounded bottom breakout. Yeah, that is a real pretty chart, rounded bottom breakout. Let's see if it can't make it up to that dotted deuce. I'll almost bet money that it does. Yeah, anybody want to enter that bet? We can do that, all right? Hey, Sonny, ARRY, setting up. We just need to get through that big ugly candle. We're moving sideways. I mean, it's doing everything it's doing. It's fighting to stay, above water. We start to see a little bit of bullishness here, and it takes out those highs. Looking really, really good. NIO. NIO just needs a little pop. It just needs a little boost. That's all. Little bit of a boost. Turn those dots green, and I think we're ready to rock and roll. All right, folks, I'm going to call this a morning right here. We'll look at Apple, and then we'll call it a morning, okay? Apple. Yeah, look at Apple. Yeah, Apple's setting up. Apple's a buy. Apple's a buy right now, if you ask me. Yeah, go Apple, go. All right, we'll see everybody here in Hit Run Candlesticks and Right Way Options at the bottom of the hour. Make sure you check us out on the social media. We're getting a lot of stuff out there on Facebook and Discord, and don't forget to check out YouTube. And I'll have this video finished in just a little bit. You guys all take care. Thank you very much.